Hello, knife aficionados. So this is a open tag from Gunslinger Cal, and he tagged that as Muskrat Monday, and so this is my response to it, and this is my Muskrat. And if you'd like to see more about this knife, go ahead and check out the video. Uh-oh.
What?
I think I need to fart.
Oh no, Papa has another frog in his butt.
All right, welcome back to the Fortified Castle. I want to thank and say hi to all my viewers. And bonjour, privet, guten tag, hola, and ciao to my foreign viewers. Before we get into this cool muskrat knife, I love the muskrat pattern, by the way. So this is an open tag from Gunslinger Cal, and Kalen does a super job on video reviews. And if you're like me, always looking for another knife channel, especially in the vintage genre, there aren't too many people that do them. He does a great job. You ought to check out his channel. It's a good channel. And without further ado, we'll look at this traditional muskrat pattern right here. It is 4 inches. Actually, I think it's 3 7/8. But let me measure it here just for a minute. Hold on. Okay, yeah, it's only 3 7/8 inches. But these knives were one of the few knives that were produced that had a name when they produced them. They started around 1922, sometime around there, and they were designed for small game hunters. And so you can see you have your muskrat blade, and then you have another one over here, exactly the same blade. Some guys say they don't like that. They'd like to have a different blade, but that's not the purpose of this knife. Watch videos on small game hunters who absolutely love this pattern. And the reason is they think this blade is perfect for skinning small game, like muskrat, squirrel, rabbit. And when you're out there working a trap line, after a while, your blade becomes dull. And then they just go over and they got another of the same blade. So it works for that purpose, specific purpose of small game hunting. If you've never tried one of these, they work pretty good. And so you've got a knife that dates between 1973 and 1990, probably. It's probably newer, probably in the late 80s, 90s. You've got supposed to be a peach seed pattern here, but it's kind of subdued. And it's Delrin. You can see the colors coming out of it. Brass pins, brass liners, and nickel silver bolsters, and nickel silver shield. That's a bomb shield. Good action on this knife. And let's look at you can see get a pretty good transition from the blade to the look at that, perfect. Well, they both sit down a little. That's probably just because of age. You can tell this knife has been used, it's been sharpened, and it's got some wear on it. And you know, these are just one of my favorite patterns of knives. It's a bigger knife. You've got that slim blade that you can is really slicey. These make great little additions to your EDC if you like to cut up fruit and stuff like that for lunch. But this is a Schrade, as I mentioned before. I think I mentioned it. It is a Schrade. Let's look at the tank stamp. Schrade, New York, USA. 787 is the pattern on it. And that's how we know the date on this. They started doing that around 1974. And what else could I say about this knife? It's a solid knife. You know, just a solid all-around good EDC knife. nicely cleaned up in there. And it stood the test of time. So I hope you enjoyed my response to Gunslinger Cow. I hope you go and check them out, and I thank you guys for all your support.